So, what a fun few days it's been for the people over at Waves. Let's talk about it. So, before we get into this, full disclosure, I'm a Waves affiliate. I've been part of the Waves team since basically the beginning of this channel. Don't ask me how I managed to pull that one off, but either way, I feel it's important that you're aware of that before listening to anything I'm about to say in this video. So I want to start by kind of running through the timeline of the last few days. So, it was March 23rd at 9:01 a.m. I get the email from Waves explaining that everything's going to be going to subscription only. Now, my honest initial thought was, oh, okay, well, I mean, that kind of sucks. I mean, if that's what they're going to do, okay, like, it just is what it is. So, I mean, whatever. All my plugins are going to keep working. Come January, I've got to get a new Mac, so, okay, worst case scenario, January, I guess I got to have a subscription. I'm not the biggest fan of subscriptions, to be honest. I mean, I think they have their place. But again, for me reading the email, it was just a, okay, I guess. March 26th happens, and Waves makes the announcement. And oh my God, did people lose their minds? Like, wow. I mean, I've got all these videos pop up. I'm reading comments. I'm seeing stuff on Instagram, reading comments. Like, I swear, I did not see one positive thing about this at all. I mean, I figured there'd be a lot of people who didn't like this. I didn't think it would be anything like this. So now we skip to yesterday, March 29th, and at 11:21 a.m., I get the email basically explaining that they're going back to perpetual licenses. They come out with the announcement, and I think people got more mad. I don't know, was it just me? Or did this piss people off even more? Now, honestly, I didn't think there was a point in making a video about any of this Wave stuff. Now, yesterday, I'm sure a lot of you watched Dan Worrell's channel. He'd posted a short video about this whole Wave situation. And to sum it up, Dan basically said Waves has every right to charge how they feel they want to charge for their plugins. Just like we have every right to decide whether we want to buy them or not. So in the sea of over-the-top melodrama about this whole situation, I thought I would do a video trying to be the voice of reason in this whole thing. So let's just step back for a second and just kind of look at the situation logically. Okay, so what did Waves do? They decided you couldn't buy plugins anymore, and there was only going to be a subscription-only model. Okay, that's it. Now, personally, I don't think they should have done that. Had they introduced the subscription but just left the perpetual option, that would have been a better choice. Clearly. But at the end of the day, that's all they did. There are companies, corporations, past and present, that have done and continue to do absolutely horrific things, yet we still give them our money. We don't think about it. So as far as I'm aware, Waves isn't dumping toxic waste into drinking water to save a buck. They're not exploiting third world countries for their resources. And I'm pretty sure they don't have factories of children coding all of their plugins for a nickel a week. But we'll still buy stuff from all the companies who do this sort of crap. Now, don't get me wrong, I think people have every right to be pissed off about this decision. I just think the degree of outrage for what the actual situation is a little over the top. But I'm also glad they brought the perpetual licensing back because I really didn't want to have to pay for a subscription. Now, going forward, I hope the higher-ups at Waves have learned something out of this whole fiasco, but there's one very important thing we all need to take away from this situation, and that is we all have a voice. A lot of companies, a lot of governments like to look at us regular people like we're a bunch of invalids who can't be trusted to make decisions for ourselves. But this just proves that when things are done that we don't like, we can collectively come together and have it changed real quick. And I mean, that's a very good thing, and we need to remember that. So I'm not even sure what left to say on this. So yeah, I don't know, I guess what are the takeaways? This was a dumb move by Waves, but they've rectified it, or in the process of. I think it's been absolutely blown out of proportion, but hey, that's what gets views and clicks, right? And the biggest one is that we always have a voice. If there's something we don't like, we have the ability to have things changed. Yeah, honestly, that's all I got. I'm not even sure what else to say about this. And on that note, if you have any comments or questions, always feel free to leave them down below. I've been Mr. Jeff. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next ones. Take it easy. Bye.